As many as 15,000 American citizens may remain inside Afghanistan, struggling to get out, days after the Asian nation fell to control of Taliban terrorists, President Biden said Wednesday. Also looking to flee are tens of thousands of Afghan citizens who fought alongside or aided US troops over the past 2 decades and now fear retribution from the terrorist organization now wielding power in the country, the Associated Press reported. Biden said the US was committed to getting every American out of Afghanistan, even if that meant some US troops would remain in the country beyond his 31st August deadline for their withdrawal after a 2-decade-long military operation. But Americans should understand that we're gonna try to get it done before August 31st, Biden insisted during an interview with ABC News. Earlier this week, a Biden assertion that some Afghans are still hopeful for their country and did not want to leave was widely criticized. The US State Department confirmed a backlog of tens of thousands of visa applications from Afghans who have been trying for years to leave the country ahead of the August 31st US pullout. Meanwhile, on Wednesday, US Army General Mark Milley, chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, denied reports that US intelligence personnel had warned that the situation in Afghanistan could deteriorate rapidly, just as it did last Sunday as Taliban fighters moved in on Kabul, the capital. There was nothing that I or anybody else saw that indicates a collapse of this army and this government in 11 days. Miley told reporters at a news briefing in Washington, referring to Afghan forces aided by the US and the country's leadership prior to the Taliban takeover. Miley said about 4,500 US troops were currently on the ground securing the airport and made clear that any US citizen wanting to leave Afghanistan will have an opportunity to do so, as would an Afghan allies that have helped with the 20-year US effort in the country. Miley said some 5,000 people had already been evacuated, adding the US military will have the capability of increasing the pace of evacuation when the State Department makes evacuees available.